Hi, my name is Alex Smith. I work at a local council in the growth area in the outskirts of Melbourne. My position here looks at service provision, and I'm here to try and address capacity issues to providing services in the community. So why is research important to me? Well, it tells me international and local domestic best practice. Without that information, I'm just making it up by myself. I need people who have done the research to tell me which are the best options to take. It supports our decision making, our policy development. In government, policy is everything. You can't do anything without a policy or a procedure. It gives us a support mechanism for decision making, and it means that staff can act even-handedly. Our local governments are specifically driven by certain policies. They have such a city plan or a municipal strategic statement, tells them how to approach their work. They have a municipal public health plan, which tells them how to support healthy communities and support health of their residents. Let's take an example. In my space here, we're in a growth council, and so what we're trying to do is work with the Growth Areas Authority and design new suburbs in the urban growth zone. Now, with that design, we're talking about creating spaces for shops, for houses, for community centres, making sure there's open space for recreation. In a town shopping centre, the local space, they're really important spaces for people to access their healthy food, but they're also important for local transport, and local means less transport. Town shopping centres are really important local spaces for access to healthy food, for local employment. And local, when it's local, it means there's less need for transport. And one of the big things that we experience in the outer edge of big cities like Melbourne is people have such a long commute between their house, their workplace, their shopping. They're spending a lot of time usually in cars, and that means there's less time at home, and that disrupts the social cohesion that we're really looking to support. Social cohesion is an aspect of good health. So health isn't just about physical health, it's about their social connections, their family life, their mental health, their spiritual side. Being able to relax and have leisure time is really important for people's health. Now, the reason we know this is because people have done research into this. We've got papers we can back up our arguments with. We've got papers we can turn to for support in creating policies. Now, in the local town centre I was mentioning earlier, we know that when we build or design an environment for retail, the economically efficient businesses will go there first, and that's like a supermarket. They've got a very large organisation that can support maybe a loss over 2 or 3 years, and then that supermarket is in a great space because it's then selling to a local market. Now, they're really economically viable to establish the shopping centre, but they don't actually drive great outcomes for health because there's a lack of social cohesion about shopping in a supermarket. It's very impersonal. You don't have a relationship with the person serving you. You can even purchase the things without communicating with another person. So we know from research that strip shopping does a better job of supporting social cohesion. There's recent research from Monash University showing that people will actually pay higher prices to support their local shops because they know that the social interaction is valuable. They know that they can also contribute to their community. They're supporting their neighbours by paying a little bit extra in their local shops, and that means that their whole community works a little bit better. The other side is if people are driving to supermarkets or the malls, they're really removed from that personal exchange. It's almost like a drive-through, self-serve environment. And that's economically efficient, but there's no health, there's more to health than the food that we eat and the exercise in the gym. If you play sport in a local team, you're getting social connection, you're getting more support, and you get to know your local neighbours. To understand how to design neighbourhoods that support healthy communities, we need high-level research that tells us what works and what doesn't. It helps us make good decisions for healthy outcomes.